Hi everybody! So in this video, we are rounding to the nearest hundreds place now. So hopefully now you are an expert in rounding to the nearest 10, as well as rounding with nines when rounding up. And if you are an expert in that, then rounding to the nearest 100 will be a breeze for you, okay? So let's look at the first number, 468. Now because we are rounding to the nearest 100 now, when we find our number, we need to make sure that we look at the hundreds place. So just as a quick review, 8 is in the ones place, 6 is in the tens place, and 4 is in the hundreds place. So I have found my number, and it is digit 4. I am going to look right next door and underline it, which is 6. 6 tells me that I should add 1. And so I'm going to write down my plus 1 underneath the circle digit, which is in the hundreds place. 4 plus 1 is 5. There are no digits to the left, so no need to worry about that. I do have 2 digits to the right, and both of them turn into zeros. So 468 rounded to the nearest 100 is 500. Okay. Now, I want to challenge you guys. If you felt like you knew how to do that and that was pretty easy because you were using what you know from rounding to the nearest 10, okay, go ahead and do the next 2 problems on your own on a scratch sheet of paper and pause the video, okay, to work on that. All right, so pause the video and work on the next 2 numbers and round it to the nearest 100. If you are continuing to watch the video, that means you are done solving it on your paper or you want to see how I solve it. So let's continue. I'm going to look at the digit that is in the hundreds place, and for this number, it is 3. I'm going to underline the digit to the right. 2 is 0 to 4, so I should round down. I'm making sure that that's underneath my hundreds place. 3 plus 0 is still 3. Digits to the left can stay the same, so that is a 5. And 2 has to turn into 0. 7 has to turn into 0 because they are digits to the right. And so 5,327 is 5,300. Moving on to the next one. 6,985, my digit in the hundreds place is 9. The digit to the right is 8. 8 tells me to plus 1. Here's my line. 9 plus 1 is 10. Now remember, in the other video, I mentioned that you cannot write down 10, okay, in one place value. In this case, you have to carry to the next place value. So because I am working with the hundreds place, I have to carry my 1 to the next place value, which is the thousands place. And I'm going to go ahead and drop my 0 to complete my 10. 6 plus 1 is 7, okay? Notice how I didn't just drop down that 6 to stay the same because there is a 1 on top of it. And then digits to the right, 0 is the game. So 6,985 rounded to the nearest 100 is 7,000. If you got those 2 problems correct on your own, give yourself a pat on the back. You have been working hard. You know how to round to the nearest 10. You know how to work with nines rounding up. And basically that means you can round to the nearest 100 and as well as to the thousands and the 10,000s and going on. So that's it.